Hey, what's up, guys? The only Afro Yeti here, and you probably noticed by now that this is a COD 4 game, and you're probably like, "What? I thought you said your first game was MW2." You lied to me. No, I didn't. I didn't lie to you. I actually just got this game about not even 6 months ago. I might have had it by now for like 3 months, and I downloaded it from the PlayStation Network for $20. So the game's obviously way out of its prime. I was just messing around playing it, and you'll probably notice if you watch the gameplay anyway, that at least once in this game I actually just walk into a wall because I don't know the map very well because I haven't played the game much. But that's kind of beside the point. I'm not doing this commentary really about the gameplay. Actually, I wanted to talk about what the title's going to be, which is, should I start YouTube? And there are like three groups of people that want to start YouTube. First group, alright, so I'd say 13 or under, or before there's a noticeable change in your voice. Okay, the people that their voice hasn't notably changed at all. Okay, so pre-puberty kind of people. You guys, you do your best to kind of wait. I mean, you can get yourself out there with a couple, but just do it for like a fake channel or something. Because I know Advanced UAV is actually like, I think he's 12 right now. He might be 13 now. But he actually has a partnership, and he has a really high voice. But do you know how much hate he gets? I don't know that it's worth it to you guys to actually do that. If anything, make what's gonna be a practice channel. And so if you really are convinced that this is what you want to do, I'd say to do that, to make a practice channel. That way you're really comfortable with commentaries when your voice does drop. But on your actual account that you plan on using, you start off with good commentaries, but you don't get hate mail for it, because it's just bad how much hate these kids get on YouTube. They get no respect, and it sucks, to be honest, to be a kid trying to be a YouTube star. It's like impossible to make it. I don't know what people's problem are that they're like 16 or 17 years old hating on like a 10-year-old for making YouTube videos and playing video games. But I mean, it sucks. You get way too many trolls. So if you can, do your best to put that off, or make like a practice channel or something. Now for kids about my age, like maybe 14 or 15 up to like 21, I'd say, go for it if you want, but just be careful, because it's kind of expensive. And by the way, if you're gonna do this, two things: one, do not get a dazzle and do not record off screen, because no, you will just get so many dislikes and so many people commenting on your video like, "Oh, you record with a toaster," or "You record with a potato," like so many original people. You don't want that. Plus, it's a waste of money, because if you think about it, if you go out and buy a dazzle because it's cheap, and then you decide you want to keep doing YouTube, you're gonna have to buy a PVR anyway. So I mean, unless you really don't know if you want to do this for sure, buy a PVR, because it's a great investment. That's what I did. I ended up buying a PVR to do my commentaries, because I saw so many people saying that getting a dazzle wasn't worth it. It's a waste of like $80, and no one wants to watch dazzle gameplay. And then the second thing is, you gotta ask yourself a question, okay? When you think about yourself doing YouTube, do you think about getting subscribers, or do you think about getting a partnership? Do you think about getting views, or do you think about getting likes and comments? Now, that sounds like a really dumb question, but if you are focused on a partnership instead of subscribers, don't do YouTube. YouTube does not need someone that is focused on money. First off, people can tell right away if you're in it for the money, and they'll dislike your videos. They will not come back to your channel because it's just awkward. You gotta do it for love, for like wanting to get your gameplay and your opinion and all that stuff out there for people to see. You need to do that. And if you're focused on views, you shouldn't be. You should be focused on feedback and comments and likes and all that stuff. because personally I would rather have a video with like 200 views and 58 likes and 61 comments or something like that than to have a video with 1,000 views and only like 20 likes and 13 comments or something like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, you want to get, it should be a compassion thing for you. It's kind of like your art, if that those things aren't really relatable, Call of Duty and art, but it needs to be your art. And so if it's not that, you shouldn't be doing this YouTube thing. Like, get a job if you want money, because YouTube will not work out for you if you're in it for the money. No, it's bad. And then adults, I'm not sure. I'm not really qualified to give adults advice on YouTube because, you know, I'm 17. But I mean, as far as I'd say you guys get probably the most respect on YouTube. But you have to make sure you're really personable if you're an adult, because yeah, people don't watch adult videos when the adult is just awkward. That's kind of like a teen thing, and very few people even do that. So just make sure you're a personable guy if you want to be an adult on YouTube. And by the way, make sure that your bills and your rent and your house payments or whatever, if you're in a house or an apartment, make sure those things are in before you invest in anything to do with making your YouTube channel. Just make sure, okay? Now, the next thing I wanted to kind of talk about is advice for people that are actually already doing YouTube. And it might sound really cocky of me, the guy with like 53 subscribers, to give advice to people on YouTube about like making their channel better and stuff. But actually, I've already had it sounds weird, but I didn't expect it at all. It caught me off guard. I had 2 people that have actually asked me for advice as to like what they could do on their channel to get more views per day or whatever. And I thought about it for a long time, and the thing is, you gotta be yourself on YouTube, because you're unique and people will see that. If you are yourself, if you just do what you do, follow your instincts, then people are going to stick around. Look at all the big channels. Woody's Gamertag, he talks about his family all the time. He gets his family in on his videos. White Boy, he talks to you guys about everything that goes on in his life. Literally everything that happens in his life. He takes a big shit and he vlogs about it and tells you guys. Hutch, he shared his life so much. Everything major that happened in his life, he would talk about it, and people saw that. People saw that they were just being real. They were just guys that were like them, and they stuck around and they did their own thing. You can't be worried about the comments, what people think about you. You can't be worried about the hate, actually. If people give you comments that are constructive criticism, try to take that into consideration, because that'll help you build yourself. But don't focus on hate. There are always going to be trolls that come on your channel and be like, oh, your voice sounds like you're stupid or something like that, or you're on drugs or something ridiculous like that. People are always going to say that. You can't worry about it. You just follow what you think. So, because that's how you come up with original ideas. You don't come up with original ideas by copying another person's idea, obviously. So I don't know why people try to do that, because it's unoriginal. And but yeah, you just got to be yourself on YouTube, and that's my advice. The advice from the guy with 50 subs for the rest of you out there on YouTube. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.